Good morning. I am working kind of. I'm getting some things done. I was like rotting in bed and then suddenly I got the energy spike and it's like, go now. So I'm going now. We have a couple things to get done today. We're getting right into it. I have a couple things to get done today. The first thing is, when I was making the Richard Ashby videos, obviously I used the soft boxes now. And I never put them away. I just kind of shoved them into, the guest room. But like they're large and I'm sure my mother's gonna yell at me for having them here. So the first thing we're gonna do is take these down and put them back in the bag, which is also just kind of sprawled out here. So let's do that first. And then we'll find something else. They're all put away. That was probably the most visually engaging thing I was gonna do today was put those things away. I mostly did that so that my mom doesn't yell at me whenever she discovers that I just had the soft boxes up in there. But now I've got a couple things to do. First of all, catch up on vlogs because I told you I put off vlogs to upload the video, but now the video's up so I can catch up on vlogs. So I'm gonna do that. And then I wanted to do some work, just some back end stuff on both my and Pretty Little MJ's Notion pages because we're making more content than usual. Well, than we've ever have, really, both on my side and hers, and it's getting a little overwhelming, so I need like a better organization system. And we very casually use Notion, but I talked to her and she's cool with using Notion a little more intently to help keep things in track, because I'm already getting kind of, between all the things I want to make, all the things I have made, and all the things she wants to make, and all the things she's filming but not quite editing yet, like I'm getting mixed up, and I know she is too. So we're gonna find a place to write that down, and that place is gonna be Notion, but Notion needs a bit of an overhaul before we could do that. Okay, so a couple things have happened since the last clip. First of all, it's 7:30 now, which, oh my god, the days move so quickly. Second of all, I finished all vlogs, so the vlogs are now caught up. Sick. And I said I put the lights away already. That's done. And then I went through MJ's Notion, and that's all done now. So now whenever she has a new video up, she can just kind of like figure, or she can configure everything. It shows up on a calendar. It's real handy dandy, and it's good for her and it's good for me because I edit a lot of her videos. Now what I'm doing is I am trying to clean off my desktop because there's a lot on here. All of this stuff. Hold on, I'll lower the exposure for a little bit. All of this stuff, some of it has my real name on it, so I won't pull it all the way. But like, some of this stuff was extending all the way out here, and it was time to clean that up. So I cleaned that up. I'm still working on it. Like a lot of this is still from school, and I'm putting it onto my little school flash drive, and then I can take it off of here, and then I have a Richard Ashby hard drive that I will move Richard Ashby stuff on there, and then I have a Pretty Little MJ hard drive which I will move Pretty Little MJ stuff onto there, which I have been doing as well because I apparently had a lot of her files just sitting there on my computer. So it's a lot of file management. This is stuff that needed to happen, so I'm glad it's happening. Yeah, I'm trying to make use of the time that I have because this was overdue. Today was a whole day full of Richard Ashby. And you know, I love that. I just got inside. MJ and I sat outside the house talking. It's currently 2 in the morning. I really need to stop this because I talk about how bad my sleep schedule is and all that stuff. And here I am, not making it any better, actively making it worse. And both of us just kind of came to the conclusion that like, we need to make content creation work, man. Because both of us have a lot of desire to have the freedom that comes with it, you know. And I talk about this on the vlog a lot, but it really just it hit her the other day is what she said, or today it hit her today because of an interaction that she had, and it hit me a long time ago, but I'm still gonna talk about it. And I came to the conclusion, right, that I have 1 year left before, you know, like I graduate college basically next May. I will be, you know, expected to start looking for jobs and putting in applications and, you know, getting a job, I'd have to work all day and all that stuff. Like, I won't have the time to dedicate to this in the way I want to. And because of that, it's really my last attempt at making this work. You know, like basically 1 year from now is when it all stops. Like, I don't have the excuse of being like, oh, I'm a college student, so I can't work a full-time job, you know? Like, that's the excuse that I tell myself. But like, I won't have that in a year, you know? Like I said, I'll have so many responsibilities and things I actually need to do and things I actually need money for. So I'll have to actually make progress, or make progress on that kind of stuff. So if I don't make it by then, my chances to me are significantly lowered. So with that saying, I have 1 year left to make this something viable for myself. And it's a hard thing to say, but it's a hard thing to do. But I'm very much determined to do it. So let's get it done. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow for something different. I feel like I should say, for everybody who has followed me so far for this nonsense of a journey that I'm taking, you're seen, you're appreciated. And thank you. Good night.